for all the college applications, I started theater when I was 4, doing Shakespeare at a family friend's house. Now, like, it's nice 70-degree day. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and I see people in like coats, and I'm like,
dang, he's got one just a little bit bigger.
He has 2 helicopter pads on his. All right, get the third one up here.
Teach this class because I'm going to do exactly what you did because that actually helped me.
That was very helpful.
It was very helpful, and yeah.
I didn't book anything.
I didn't
but
book
it was very
anything,
helpful.
but I know if I was good, it would have been awesome. Welcome back to the Jordan Whitrock Show. I'm your host, Jordan Whitrock, and today we have a special guest. It's actually kind of funny as to how I got him on the show. We're at SCAD auditioning for a ton of stuff, and I just kept seeing the guy pop up in like all the audition rooms that I was in, and then eventually you chat, and then I'm like, he seems pretty chill. I got to get to know him, and so without further ado, let's welcome to the show Jaden Burman. Let's go. All right, okay. So it's kind of funny how the first time I saw you was that you were working on Kate's thesis play, right?
Yeah.
How did you get involved in that?
So I auditioned for that in August. It's funny. Do you know Chuck Sams?
No.
Okay, he's in Showcase. He's a senior.
Okay.
And I met him. This is like it's good.
We
gotta go. Gotta go back. Like, so when I was touring SCAD.
Okay. When did you tour?
I toured in April. Yeah. End of April.
All right.
When did you tour?
I think I was in like March or something.
Okay.
That, but
I was close. Right there.
Yeah.
But I met Chuck on a tour.
Never mind. I know exactly who you're talking
Red
about.
hair.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're good. Because he was my tour. All right.
Yep.
Keep going.
Did the tour guides. Yeah. He was like, I was like, oh, I'm an acting major. And they were like, oh, go talk to Chuck. He's like, everything SCAD. And I was like, cool. And so I sat down in a room with him, asked him like these like
all the questions.
Great questions. Yep. And actually that's crazy. Sorry. That was like, I asked him these perfect questions. They were no.
Lights out.
I have such a bad impression. I'm not even gonna try. No, but I asked him like a bunch of questions, and then I stayed in touch with him over the summer. Like I would DM him on Instagram and be like, "Hey, what meal plan should I do?
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Are you living on campus, or do you have to? Because
I have to.
Yeah.
Our class has to live on campus for 2 years.
Yeah, I think that's all though. I think it's always been like 2 years.
Really?
For most colleges, it's 2 years. Yeah. Unless you live close enough in a radius, and then you live at your parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, I was DMing him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, towards the end of the summer, I was like DMing him and I was like, hey, like, I'm coming soon, like, da. And then he sent me her Instagram account. He was like, you should audition for this. You should send in a tape. I was like, sure. Okay, cool. And so I sent in a tape, and then I got a call back, and then I had to do a Zoom call back, and then I got the part. But it was like all before I got here.
That's cool. That's kind of I'm in Macbeth right now, and so that's kind of what it was for me too. It was like they had to do a recasting, and then that's what allowed me to audition in the first place. And so then I auditioned and then got Old Man. In Seward, so living the dream.
That's great.
No.
Do you have to wear old man makeup?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's very like limited on the space because we perform in 415.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's not a ton that you can do. But I mean, it was great. I talked to Kate. I was like, hey, I'm like, because you get like the group chats and all that stuff.
Yeah. And
I was like, yo, I'm like, should I? Cause she was like, audition, like make sure you do it, get involved. And I was like, should I do this? Like, is this gonna be good? But she's like, that's what I did. And I'm like, okay, cool. then I'll do that, and just so that I have something on my resume that says SCAD.
Yeah.
That I'm participating. School, please.
I do your stuff, guys. I promise. I promise.
Okay. All right. So before we get too into SCAD stuff, let's go back in time.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Ann Arbor, Michigan. Go Blue.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
go Lions.
You're Midwest like myself.
Yep.
Are you currently missing the cold weather?
So much. So much.
Are you going back home for break?
Yep.
I
am. Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of here as soon as possible.
I can't. It's nice 70-degree day. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and I see people in like coats, and I'm like, I think I'm wearing pants 3 times this quarter, and it's just like I sweat every other day.
Yeah.
Like even when I wear pants, I still like it's just hot, and
No.
it's like
I'm actually nervous though because I think I have adjusted. I was like, I'm never gonna adjust. I'm gonna be perfect when I come back because I used to be the guy that was shoveling snow in shorts and flip flops with no socks.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna be like, come back and be like, oh, it's kind of cold. Can we turn the heat up a little? You know, I'm like, I know that's gonna happen. It's like my parents like, yeah, it's 45 degrees here and cloudy, and I'm like, yeah, but it's gonna be lit when we come back. Then
it's for so much warmer. It's
in
gonna be
January.
So nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. But okay, so did you grow up there your whole life, or?
Yeah, I was born at the University Hospital in Ann Arbor.
Oh, okay.
And I moved around Ann Arbor, but that's about it. I lived in 3 houses in Ann Arbor.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I switched schools, so I like to say that I switched school districts, and so I like to say that I've kind of been around. I got to experience a bunch of different stuff because both my parents moved around a lot and switched schools a lot. And they're always like, you complain about moving around Ann Arbor. My dad had to move to Germany, when he was like for the army. And I was like, it's fine. It's cool.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's whatever.
I guess I'm not allowed to feel anything. No.
Yeah. My feelings aren't valid. You can just say that.
No, see, like I moved because of my mom, work wise. She was the breadwinner, so we moved for her in education. So when she switched school districts, but like I was born in Wausau, and I think I lived in 3 houses or like duplexes or whatever within the time of Wausau. Then we moved to Grantsburg, which was like way north. Then we moved to Whitewater, Green Bay, and then Ripon, which is where my parents are currently now. So it's like I've lived, if this is the Wisconsin or whatever, I've lived everywhere.
That's
in the state. So like when people are like, where are you from? I'm like, Wisconsin, because it's like I've seen all of it.
Yeah.
Culturally
you are all of Wisconsin.
Yeah, literally. And like when we lived in Whitewater, it's like an hour to Madison and an hour to Milwaukee, and my parents are like, they just, especially at that time, they didn't like sitting around doing nothing, and we were renting because of the housing crash. They were like, we're not gonna buy, like it'd be dumb, and so literally every weekend we go to Madison or Milwaukee. So it's like I've been in the big cities a lot of the time too, even though I didn't live there. But so when people say like, but then when people are like, I had to like move to like, California, I'm like, I've never experienced that. Just like around the interstates in Wisconsin,
Yeah, I guess I feel like is that nicer than like moving states? Because you're like still close to your friends. Like, is that?
No, I don't have any friends from any city. So like we moved when we moved to Ripon, which was the last place we lived. I was in 6th grade.
Okay.
And then actually, sad story. I got all the house phone numbers from all my friends from Green Bay. I lost it in the move. And then
that's horrible.
Never talked to them again.
That's horrible.
And I found a couple of them. Like we found each other a couple times, like on Instagram or whatever. Because I would have got Instagram in like 8th grade or whatever. Yeah, but it was like too much time has passed.
Yeah, I know. You didn't talk.
Actually, I don't know if Michigan does this. Does Michigan have a version of Badger Boys where they take like the top 2 people from schools or like 3 people or 5 people from schools, and they're like in the state, and then they go to like a campus, and it's like a crash course on like how to be cool. I don't know, like top. I don't know. But we had that, and I actually ran into like a couple of my buddies from their school or whatever, and it was funny because one of them I was hauling my suitcase, and I was like, no way! We looked at each other. We're like, no way! That's crazy.
We're both Badger Boys now.
yeah, represent. But no, but I was curious if any other states had that or whatever. But
I don't think we do. If we do, it's very underground.
Yeah, okay. And I was like, I remember it's like the thing you want to do. It's like it's based off grades, participation in all school events. Like it's like to be the perfect student, kind of thing. So it's like it's a big deal. Not anymore for me though. Like if I ever do an audition, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm a Badger boy.
By the way, 24-25 Badger boy.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Also, I forgot to say we have Mike Daniels back in the house.
Put some steak on it. What's up?
But okay, so you moved around in your hometown, and did you go to? Does that mean you switched high schools or no?
I just switched school districts.
Yeah.
I went like I did elementary school all at one school, middle school all at one school, high school all at one school. But I went like one school district, and then for elementary, and then a different one for middle, and then back to the other one. So I didn't know anyone going from middle to high school. Like 1 or 2 people from my middle school went to my high school. Some kids from more kids from my elementary school went to the high school, but
got you
because it was like the same district. But
yeah, fair enough. So how did you are you okay? This could be insanely wrong. You seem athletic, so were you really big into sports growing up? And if so, or maybe if not, how does that translate to then you being an actor?
Yeah, I've never touched a sport in my life. I'm kidding. Sports ball, that's me. No,
Ping pong master.
Elite. You can tell the ping pong bot.
It's just the one arm's ripped from all the reps.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, no. I grew up. My dad always had us playing sports. I played sports year round all of elementary school.
Okay.
Well, I stopped playing baseball once I broke my arm for the second time.
When did you stop playing baseball? Out of curiosity.
4th grade.
Oh, okay.
It was right at kid pitch because I broke my arm, and then I was a little scared after that to get hit by a pitch because the kids were starting to pitch, and they were
I stopped I think in 5th grade, so right before middle school.
Okay.
But that's because my back was messed up. My hips when I was growing up, my left leg grew faster than my right for some reason.
Oh no.
Don't know what. So my hips were just slightly, so that swinging motion wasn't a clean swing, and so if I hit the ball, which I had a pretty good, I was almost like 500. But when I'd hit the ball, I'd be fine. But when I'd miss and have the full swing around, that's when my back would be like, oh. And then of course, I had one bad coach, and I was like, yeah, I don't need this.
Yeah,
I'm like, good. I'll just keep playing the other sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so you quit that, or you're done with that.
Yeah, I played soccer. I played a lot of soccer.
Oh, same.
Okay. My brother played soccer. He was captain of the high school soccer team and all that stuff. I only played travel until 6th grade.
Okay.
When I started doing theater and stuff.
Okay. So how did you get involved in theater? And I'm assuming that's what you started your acting career in.
Yeah. That's Ann Arbor. We don't have anything for film. It's it's a theater town.
Okay.
It's
what's the size population?
100,000 with the students.
Okay. With students though.
Yeah, with students. Because they say they can fit the population of Ann Arbor into the big house. They do 110.
Okay.
On Saturdays. Yeah. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I started theater. I technically started when this is when, for all the college applications, I started theater when I was 4, doing Shakespeare at a family friend's house. Now, I technically was doing that. I feel like it wasn't very influential on my theater journey, but I was always. I did that, and then I always did the school shows, and in 4th grade I was the lead in the school show. I had to sing my own song. I had a bunch of lines.
Yep.
And then 5th grade I didn't get the lead, and I was not happy. Not happy. They ruined me.
And I almost walked away from the whole art.
You're lucky I'm here right now. My Miss Ringo, you're lucky. I do this in spite of you. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Miss Ringo. But and then in 6th grade I started doing musicals. I did Les Mis in
6th grade?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Wait, it was the middle school musical was Les Mis?
Yeah. Well, it was at a local theater company.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I was about to be like, "Hey, yo, what?"
Yeah, don't worry.
That kid's going, "And hot."
Stars in their multitude. As a 6th grader, you got it.
He nails the audition.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I've never even seen that note went that low before.
What the? No.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was a local theater company, but it was a junior. It was all kids, all high school and middle school.
Yeah.
And so I was a sailor in that. I smell women, smell them in the air. Think I'll drop me anchor in that harbor over there.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've seen a play theater version of it. I think I've only seen the movie.
No.
Yeah.
24601.
Yeah. Was that your part?
I haven't seen any of it.
Wait, Mike, you said you have?
I have not.
You haven't either? Oh,
no,
damn.
I'm so sorry.
Is there a way to watch it?
My version?
Yo, actually, you know what? We have Mike, did you learn? We found out that we have access to what is it called? The theater, National Theater, whatever, through SCAD.
Yeah.
That has all of the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I bet they have I bet they have Les Mis. Yeah. I'll show you how to do it.
Okay. Yeah. You got it. I need to.
Because we found that out, and I was like,
Joan showed us how to do that.
Yo, I'm about to be
way.
I'm about to be doing this all winter break, just watching shows.
Didn't Joan show us how to do
Jennifer.
that?
Yeah.
Or Jen? Was it Jen?
Yep.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, no. Okay. Anyway, so That gets you through middle school?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do Les Mis, and then I do James and the Giant Peach.
Dude, I swear everyone's done that show. I haven't, but yeah.
It's a goofy show. I don't know. It's like a kid show.
It's so goofy.
It's
continue.
I know.
Sorry.
It's just kind of like
I have this like end of the semester or end of the quarter energy that I'm like, we have 1 week left, and like I am out. I'm completed. There's nothing left to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard to get to do my finals because they're not tests and they're projects.
Oh yeah.
One's for my drawing class, and I'm like, it's finding time to get in that studio is hard. It is hard. It's difficult to really want to be motivated to do that.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's real.
Yeah. And then I keep doing musicals. I kept doing musicals throughout high school, and plays. I feel like my love was always for plays, like original.
Oh, really?
I really like musicals. I like singing. I like dancing.
Yeah.
But I think since I started with Shakespeare, I kind of no one else. I feel like everyone else at my high school was like musical singing.
But
and
because you had got to experience.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed doing a play, and there was a lot of other kids who would do the plays and everything.
Yeah.
But the people who I surrounded myself with were just like musical. I need to sing. I'm like, okay, I appreciate it. Can we talk about the political economic state? No.
I would love to. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay,
I'm on a podcast. Got to make that reference.
So then you're at school. When do you make that decision that you're like, I want to take this out. Like, I want to get more true education for acting. Like that's what I want to do.
I think it started in, I'd say my junior year of high school. That's when I was like, that's what I want to do.
Was there a show or something that like you were like, yeah, that's it?
I think I got my first leads, and I went, I believe in myself that I can actually do it.
Yeah.
Like that I can actually, I'm not just like ensemble warrior. Yep, ensembles, it's like fun. I like doing shows, and I always like kind of just like enjoyed performing.
Yep.
And so like I knew I wanted to do something with it, with performing and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like in my head I was always going to acting school, but then I was just gonna do like law after. And
really, what's the law input like?
I wanted to be a police officer for a while.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, I don't want to shoot someone.
And I don't want to get shot.
Yeah. I don't really want to do
That's
that.
real.
Don't really want to do all that. And so I was like, I'll do like law. I feel like that's like.
Yeah, you're still involved.
Yeah. It's like puzzle solving. It's kind of like, that's what I mess with. Is like the, like solving something.
Yeah.
Is like, or like, and debating too. I like debating.
What's your favorite topic to debate?
I was actually talking about this with my girlfriend, but doing, is it ethical to be a billionaire? I debated it with her. I was expecting her to be on the side of like
anti or
yeah, no, it's not ethical. And I would have to argue yes, it is, but
she flipped it on you.
She flipped it and she did yes, but she only had 1 point. And no offense. All love.
Wait, hold up. Let's do the thought process because I'm curious on like your thoughts on this. So to me, I don't think anyone needs that much money. However, if it's in the hands of the right person, and that like actually will help people, then I'm all for it. But I don't think that's the case.
So what I got to eventually, that was kind of where I was like, there's no the difference between like I've seen videos where it's like a difference between $1 million and $1 billion is just like so extreme that I feel it's like you don't there's no reason to have $1 billion.
They say like once you make $10 million, like and this is the money I don't even know if I'll ever make, but it's like if you make $10 million, there's nothing different.
Once
besides
we make $10 million. Come on.
Like there's there's like nothing different from your lifestyle, like your house, whatever you buy, like, and which is just an interesting because it's like, then why would you? Because most times when people are that rich, usually it's like I'm working towards getting money. I want money. Yeah. And that's what I'm working towards. And it's like once you get there, how much more do you really like? How much is it really going to limit you not having?
Yeah. I can't get a second super yacht that's $500 million. You know, like no, dang it.
Dang, he's got one just a little bit bigger.
He has 2 helicopter pads on his. All right, get the third one up here.
And we got to buy 2 helicopters.
Yeah. But it's like
that's just crazy.
Yeah, where I got to though was like, to get that much money, at some point you had to do something unethical, to get that, because I feel like it's not. I feel like you can't accrue that much wealth without doing something shady, something unethical, and so in itself it would be unethical.
Yeah, I've talked to my parents about like just money and like how much is enough and the difference of back then people having money and now. And I'm talking like between Jeff Bezos and Rockefeller, like that period of time, because that's when we broke up all of those big corporations and
Sherman Antitrust Act.
Exactly. And so it's like you see like so they grew up in Wisconsin Rapids, which was a paper mill city. So it's like that everyone was like leaving their places across the country to go to work at the paper mill, like blue collar. Yeah. And so their fathers worked there, and it was interesting because they were saying that like during the 80s, 70s, 80s, it was rocking. Like that was the town to be in because the paper mill. But the owner of the paper mill, like he was giving money to hospitals. He was giving money to the city to build parks, to create housing, affordable housing. Like he was the guy that was taking care of the city because he's like, well, I have all the money, but he's like, yeah, he had like one place on the river but it wasn't the mansions that you see today kind of thing. And it's like, because like, yes, you've earned the right to do that, but I also don't need anything more than that. And I want to give back. And it was interesting because it's like, now we've seen how that's not the case anymore, or like the big corporation or like we have a big company in like my small town. It's like, yeah, they help the community, but it feels isolated, they do what they do to make money. And yes, they help this town a little bit, but to them, it's like, well, we give you jobs. That's enough. It's like, okay. Yeah.
We pay you.
Yeah. And it's like,
you guys are getting money,
but do you need that much money or the owner for that sake? But no, so that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Question.
A lot of greed. I feel like a lot of greed.
Yeah. You know what the funniest debate? Okay. Actually, no. This one's funny. I thought it was I thought I was gonna go down to a different one. That's not the one. I'm not gonna do that one. We're not gonna do that one. We're gonna do the funny one.
Israel Palestine.
Yeah, no.
That's my favorite. I just laugh every time I have that debate. It's just so funny.
Shit, so funny. I win every time. No, but it was in U.S. history, AP U.S. history. We always did debates, and the debate was should the colonies leave? Like, should they have left Great Britain or whatever? And obviously because we're American, we're like, hell yeah, we gotta go. And so like I don't think it happened in my class, but I heard stories of how like all of the class was like, oh, we'll be on the Americans, and then the teacher was like, okay, like then I'll be Britain or whatever. And he just like tore them apart for each thing that they like, yeah, we want to leave because we want freedom or whatever. And like but he just like, yeah, but your economy is gonna collapse. Like, and like obviously we were able to figure out how not to, but at that time that was like, it was kind of doomed to happen. Yeah. And it was just funny to be like, damn, you're left like, should we have left?
Why
did we leave? Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
But that story I hear, I'm like, that's funny. Like, that's just the definition of being a good debater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're like, damn, I got a lead. I got a couple leads. And now I think this acting thing, it's full sender.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like at my school, there was like favorites. And so like, I felt, I don't know. I never really like, I don't feel like I never really got to like show
a chance.
Yeah. Like I got Damien in Mean Girls. Like that was,
okay.
So I was like, I was big lead in that show. And I was Mal in Addams Family. So like a little under, but like.
Okay. I was Gomez. That's funny. Yeah.
I wanted Fester actually. I really.
Yeah.
But
I can't play fat guy. But continue. Like just physically, I can't.
You just don't.
I can't
stature wise.
Yeah, no. It's just like I can't pretend to be bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a good Santa. You're not gonna get ho ho. It's just not gonna be truthful.
Yeah. I can't find the truth in that character.
And that's one thing I'm like, I wish I was able to like body morph myself and be like, all of a sudden I am, whatever that character is. But yeah, no, I can't.
Hey, and that's okay. Everyone's got their strengths, Mm-hmm. You're a true American boy.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, continue.
But like senior year, I got callbacks for we did Newsies.
Okay.
I was the only guy to get callbacks for all 3 leads, and all 3 of them went to other people. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And it was like the smallest callback list. And
yikes, that's tough.
I was like, I just wanted Jack, really. Like that was the only one I really wanted.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really try on some of the my callbacks, but still, like I was also like, come on, guys, come on. And I got like 4th down Newsy, like not even like race, which is like he sings King of New York. And
okay.
Like, the world will know. He's like up there, He's got a lot of lines. I was like Albert. I was just another Newsy. I was like, okay, all right, okay, cool, guys, that's cool. And so I went to a different high school. Like, and I didn't switch high school, but I went to a different high school's theater program to, like, do my second senior show. Like,
what?
Different high schools, like, like,
that's a thing? You could just go to another school to do their show?
Yeah, I could just audition for their show.
I've never heard of this. Mike, have you ever heard of this?
One more time?
Like switching high school, not switching high schools, but just auditioning for another school's musical or show?
In my district.
I have not heard of that.
We have 5 high schools in the district.
True. Yeah.
And so, like,
I guess I've never thought that you could technically do that.
Yeah.
In district, because you're in district. That's weird.
That didn't exist in the schools that I went to. Or my
because I guess like in Green Bay there was 3 high schools. Or 4 high schools, but not counting private. But But I guess you technically could have switched in there, because then
in Green Bay there was 3 high schools.
1 high school. No, there's 4 in Green Bay, but I don't think that's counting all their private schools, because they got a ton there.
Worcester has 5, 4,
5.
5. Yeah, 5. I think 5 high schools.
You're 6 or 7.
No, we have public. Wait.
Yeah, go public. My high school, we had 1. It was Ripon High School.
Ripon.
What was the mascot?
A tiger.
Nice.
Roar.
The Tonys.
I feel like I never answered your question.
No.
I think 7. I think we had 7.
7 high school. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So then you go to a new high school and you audition
and I get the lead. And so it's like, I'm like,
dude,
cool.
Imagine being the guy that went to that high school. Dude, imagine being that guy and being like, I put in all this work in this school, and then this white boy comes from this other high school because he's not good enough to get the lead at his own school. So he decides he's going to come to my high school and take the lead.
Hey, you know who was race in our version of Newsies? A freshman from a different high school. And I was like, oh yeah, oh that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. You're a freshman? Yeah. I'm done with this. I'm done with this BS. I'm done with all this BS. Taking the 3rd biggest or the 4th biggest male role in the show.
Never mind. That's funny though.
I was like,
that makes sense then why you would go.
Did other kids do that in sports and whathat? Like they were on the football team and they weren't so. They were starting, so like, screw this, I'm going to another high school to start.
There were some kids. Yeah, some kids did that in mine, where like they went to the school. All of our schools weren't great for football. You know Bryce Underwood, the Michigan QB, best quarterback in the 25 class.
No, I don't watch college football.
Sorry, but he was from like 2 towns over, and we had to play him. And like none of our teams are very good, but kids would transfer like around the district.
That's crazy. And just for sport though, but stay in their school.
No, different school. They'd have to transfer schools.
Okay,
for sports.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you didn't have to transfer school. You could just do the play or the show. What was the show?
Curtains. Do you know that? It's like a murder mystery from like.
No, I've heard it, but I don't think 50s, I've seen it. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I never answered your question though. You asked about how sports affected my acting.
No, that was more of just I assumed. Like for me, I was sports my whole life. Yeah. And then I found out my knees were not great. Oh, and really? So if I ever went to I would never be able to go to the next level. No, so because my dream was to go to a D2, D1 school and get a 50 scholarship for soccer. That was my dream. And then I found out after freshman year of high school that like the doctor was like, yo, he was like, if you were my kid, I would never let you play another sport. And I was like, well, that's not gonna happen. I'm like, so then it was like, okay, now I got 3 years to to play sports, and then we'll have to figure something out. And my dad is always like, yeah, you're not gonna be a professional athlete. Like, we just know that. And so it's like, okay,
you weren't training
cool.
from birth.
Yeah,
it's like,
cool, fair enough. I'm not little Messi or whatever. But
were you played? So you played soccer all 3 years or all 4 years?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. What'd you play?
There was an open spot on defense for varsity, and I'm a midfielder at heart. I'm more offensive minded.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if I want to play varsity, I better become the best defender out there.
Yep.
So every single drill, everything, I'd play defense. Because I just knew that, and so then I got that spot, or I made the team, and then eventually got put in as the starter for that center D.
Nice.
But yeah, that team, I don't know why we sucked ass. Like, it was all seniors except for like 1-2 juniors, and then me as a freshman.
Wow.
But I don't know how we didn't
do it.
Like, yeah, I'm like, because like when you're a freshman, did you play in high school or no?
I didn't, but I know my brother played.
Okay, because like. It is so, like, when I look back, like, freshman, everyone just seems like a man, like a full grown-ass man.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool, like, you will protect me, I guess, if I ever get, like, destroyed by someone,
yeah.
But, and it was like, how are you guys, like, damn, these guys must be so good that we're playing against that you guys can't even beat the other seniors on the other team, right? And then it was, like, sophomore year, you're at that awkward stage where you're not grown yet.
Yeah.
But you have more knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
And then junior year, you're fully grown and you have knowledge of the game. Like, and at that point I was like, okay, it's more even now, as you like start taking over the team yourself. And then I slowly went from defense freshman year to holding mid sophomore year to midfield junior year. And then my senior year, I was midfield, and it was like, we went from like losing 3-0 my freshman year to all these teams to like, we were like beating everyone 7-0, and then it was like, then we had our first ever school history 10 run,
Wow.
And it was like all that cool stuff, and then it's like, and then I look back and I'm like, how come you guys couldn't do this?
Yeah.
It's like, and it was like it was me and another my buddy, like it was us two. He was a striker, so it was like my job was to literally dribble through everyone and get it up to him, and either between him and I we would make something happen.
Yeah,
and it's like there was just two of us. You guys had like 7 seniors who were like at my brain all good at soccer, and then it's like the thing that you can never answer. It's like, if I would have been a senior at the same time they were, or like like our teams would have met, who would have won? Because it's like, would I have been that much better than you guys that like we would have made it happen? It's like, but then like you never know, because it's like obviously I wasn't at the time of freshman, but but I was curious if you had to drop sports, because I then had to drop basketball, like to then pursue musicals because they conflicted time wise, and it was like you had to make all those choices that then lead you to where you are today. But
I considered all 4 years. I said, I'm gonna try out for the basketball team. I'm gonna try out for the basketball team. I'm gonna try out for the basketball team. Never did.
Okay.
Because we did musicals. You could do musicals year round at my school. We had
really?
2 musicals and then a singing competition or a straight play in the winter.
And then in one straight play?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like you could be doing theater literally year round, and so there was like, it was hard. It was
that
hard
is tough to
play
do a sport. Yeah.
If you could be doing theater year round, and I was like, every time I was like, man, I'm gonna play basketball this year. I'm gonna play basketball this year, and then I was like, I want to sing, and but I play basketball here. Have you joined an intramural team?
No, I want to be on one.
Join an intramural team. My team was all freshmen. We got smoked. But it's good comp.
I bet there's good. I did my first ever intramural in my undergrad. My last.
I was actually hoping there was going to be an intramural flag football team, but there isn't.
That would
so now I am like heartbroken.
That would be
heartbroken.
We should get.
We can start it.
Yeah, a frat league.
Why not start it?
No, no, I'm too old.
They play tackle or no pad, head com.
Yeah. Okay, so you play basketball for intramural?
Yeah.
Hell, if you need another player, let me know.
We might. We were running like 5 and like barely 5.
Oh yeah. Let me know. I'd totally be down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet they're never gonna play it. Will they do it next quarter or no?
Yeah, they do it every quarter. Tournament every quarter.
So let me know.
Yeah, I'll text you.
That'd be sick. I love basketball. I haven't touched a basketball since. Well, dude. No, because this is your undergrad. See, that's where I have to remember that. Like, this is your starting college experience.
I got you. No, I got you.
No, but like my undergrad, you had the gymnasium that you could just go play. They had like 6 courts, and you just go play or whatever. We don't have that here, and that doesn't bother me, but like bothers me. It's like, yeah, we don't need maybe the insane workout areas. Like I think the workout does enough for what it is for an art school, but it bothers me we don't have some dome or have some field or some court that's enclosed that you could just go with some buddies to go play pickup. Because I would do that. I wouldn't play in like a league or whatever, but I'd go play pickup with whoever. But we don't have that, and it kind of annoys me a little.
Yeah, it's. They do. Are you on the like intramural like email chain?
No.
You should join it. They have open like soccer. They play soccer every Sunday.
Oh, really?
At Forsyth.
Oh, that's who plays.
Yeah, it's SCAD students. It's all SCAD intramural stuff. But it is annoying. We have to go to the YMCA, which is like.
But you have to pay for the YMCA, right?
Not through SCAD. It's nice because if you're like, hey, I'm here for the SCAD thing. They're like, okay, sign the liability waiver, and then
for the SCAD thing, like there's a SCAD thing going on. Oh, is that where they play basketball?
Yeah, it's like they just.
But you wouldn't be able to just go into the Y, just go to the Y. You'd have to, for an event.
Yeah, it has to be. You can only play during the games, and so like, yeah, it's nice. It's like the South. It's warm or whatever, but like, I don't think people are gonna be playing at Forsyth in the winter.
Well, also just like at nighttime.
Yeah,
it kind of gets sketchy. Yeah, my ball's gonna get stolen. No.
Well, yeah, I keep an eye on my bike.
No, it's not my story to share. But anyway, someone's bike got stolen. It was kind of funny in the moment. I was like, what? How? But yeah, that was unfortunate. No, okay. So, what makes you come to SCAD?
Money.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's kind of same for me.
I think it was their program. The program was good. I got money from other schools. I got a lot of money from other schools, but I didn't get money from the schools, like from my top choice schools. So I got into like Syracuse. I got into Pace.
Okay.
And BOCO, like Boston Conservatory.
Thank you.
I got you.
Were you ever thinking of conservatory over an actual degree? Or no?
Yeah, I was considering it. Just because Boston Conservatory has such great music stuff. It's Berkeley. You know Berkeley College of Music? Yeah. Like, you could take classes with Berkeley, and, like, I could take guitar classes and stuff, and, like, that would be so sick.
Yeah. Boston's just awesome.
Yeah, and I heard great stuff about Boston. And so I was considering it, but then I was like, I don't want to be in a school with 2,000 kids. Like, you know.
Oh, like small-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, true, yeah. It would have been insanely small.
It's like, it's...
You'd be running ones. No.
Yeah, it's only... I mean, they don't play sports there, too. Like, they don't...
Yeah.
It's a like art conservatory, you know. It's
yeah.
All that.
I went to a D3 undergrad, so like we had sports, but it's literally just people willing to sacrifice their bodies because they're not getting paid because you can't get a scholarship for sports for D3.
Really?
It's D2 or 1, and so I mean it was cool because you'd be like, oh yeah, like sports, but then you're also like you realize you're like most likely none of these guys will go to the next level.
Yeah,
all love and all, but I think like my school maybe had like 2 people or 3 people, and it's all history. Go to the NFL, which I guess is kind of cool.
I mean, hey, you know, you got someone.
But that's like going all the way back to like the 70s.
Hey, you guys have the stats. That's what matters. You guys have the stats.
Yeah, I don't know how long they lasted, but yeah, no. But yeah, it's funny because like for me choosing this school, like it was mainly like program wise.
Yeah.
What I was gonna get out of it, and then. I guess also like my parents were big on like we don't want you to go to New York or LA because those were kind of where my other choices were, and I was like, they're like we really like my dad's like I really like Savannah, I really like it, and I'm like
that's a pretty cool school.
But I also wanted more film training because I did have some film training for my undergrad, but it's more theater, and so I wanted to have that ability of like high quality film and be able to dive into that, and so but yeah, no. So
where else did you audition at?
Well, I did the URDOs, which is a graduate.
Is it the Unifieds of graduate school?
And so the schools I had it down to was one in L.A., which also had a school in Miami, but the one in L.A. had all of the focuses or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that was the only school, like MFA program. And then there was the Stella Conservatory and all the other ones in New York. But I was like, I'm at the point where I was like, I wanted the MFA.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, being here, I'm kind of more sold on acting than I think I've ever have been, and because I think before I've never considered myself an actor.
Yeah,
I'm just someone who likes acting, but I think you have to make that decision, and I'm like realize I think I now also I've really just never considered myself a good actor too because I just haven't had the training. And,
yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, wait, I think I actually can be a good actor. I'm in a place now that fosters that.
Yeah.
And maybe nothing happens, but I'm like, at least I know I have the information. For it,
I feel like and I mean it's once you start booking, like I feel like you like what you said you got a role like right before now, like it's like it's just like about like building that confidence of like because I got here and when I did the show, I thought everyone's gonna be like, wow, Jaden, that's like, oh, nice. But then they were like, oh, that was actually like really good. And I was like, that's like, pushes me. I was like, really?
Thank you.
Oh, no way. You said, oh, did you say you wanted to cast me in everything now?
Talk to my roommate. He's my manager now.
Oh yeah, no. Sorry, no paparazzi. I'm not signing anything right now.
Okay, I'll sign yours.
All right, fine. One playbill.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I like that. You're coming into your own.
Yeah, no. So I think like you're realizing like, oh, okay, yeah, might as well try it.
Yeah, I feel like it's like getting that external validation of like, I can do this.
Yeah. No, for sure. Anyway, so now we're actors.
Yeah.
Yay. How do you how do I phrase this?
How do you get into character?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I wasn't gonna ask that, but now I'm curious.
I don't have a problem.
No. Yeah, that's literally.
Yeah. I think about I read the.
Oh, here's a good question because I struggle with this. What's your best role? Like, what types of roles are you like? That's like my strongest performance. Usually, if I'm in something similar to this.
So I think the kind of real answer is gay men. I'm straight, but I've been told I'm
flexible.
good at I'm told I'm good at playing gay men.
By who?
Multiple people. I mean, I played Damien in Mean Girls.
Oh, sure.
Like I don't know. I've done like acting parts, and they're like down here, and people are like, "You play gay man well." I was like, "Thanks."
Is that something you are proud of, or?
I know I am. I just feel like it's like a very specific role. It's like
yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna take all their jobs. That's crazy.
As a straight man, more jobs for straight men.
Yeah, that's what that's why I refuse to play a gay role. I don't want to take jobs from others. No,
it's not my truth. No,
that's funny. Yeah.
I don't know. But I like playing like comedic roles. I like
but is it like character acting or like closer to yourself? Those types of roles.
I like character acting. I think playing roles close to myself, I start to blur the lines between like me
in a good way or
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really sure. I feel like like in my mind I put mannerisms onto the character that are mine, but then I think I also like start talking like I would in the show and like obviously that's like it becomes a part of me, but like I don't know. I like doing character acting just because it's so fun to like do something so crazy, so different. What about you? What do you?
For me, I struggle like you. The character acting, like certain characters, I can like really get into because it's just like so freeing because it's nothing like you and you don't have to like. There's no guilt that way. But some characters, I'm like I just really can't. I don't understand it. That's not something I can get behind or whatever. And then I find with the issue with playing myself is I really just start feeling like myself. And I don't feel like it's different enough from the character I'm playing, which can be challenging because sometimes directors are like, no, that's exactly what I need. Like I literally just need you to kind of be yourself. But then I'll also have people be like, I need a little bit different, or like, just can you do something different? It's like, and I'm kind of struggling here. Like what? Then kind of have to tell me because I don't know what it is.
I wouldn't do that, and so
exactly. And so I think I feel like I have less fun playing characters that are closer to myself because I'm like, it just feels like I'm being myself, which is tough because in the industry, that's what you get cast as, is what you look like or what you act like. Those types of characters that are written because they want you to be truthful or like you to look like the part or talk like the part, and so I gotta get better.
You should. I liked. You went to Mark Hamill, right?
Yeah.
My favorite part of that masterclass was him talking about voiceover and how you can play any role, because it's just your voice. If you can if you can sound,
if you can make your voice any,
you can play. You can do anything. I mean, not anything. You know, don't race bend. But I think Family Guy got in trouble.
Dude, I'm pretty sure not Parks and Rec. What the South Park? Thank you. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but they get away with everything. Yeah, so.
I don't know. They do.
When you've done it for 26 years, no one cares. Yeah,
they do a lot of fun stuff over there on South Park.
It's a playground over there. No, that's funny.
But I thought I feel like that's cool, where it's like you on screen you're gonna be playing yourself, but then like vocally you can play whatever the hell you want to play.
Have you done any voiceover here?
No, I wanted to join the voiceover club.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Are you in their Discord?
I am, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta check. Like Discord I was in 2020. Big, I was on Discord.
Big Discord guy.
Discord. I'm not a Discord mod. Never a Discord mod. Let's not start those rumors. Let's not start those allegations. Never a Discord mod.
Yeah.
No, but like I used it more. But now I don't have like the notifications, and so I don't.
Oh.
I don't have notifications.
That's me on Instagram. I have that's why I was like, yo, use my number. I will not. I literally throughout the day I kept checking because I was like, I have to make sure I'm not gonna miss his before he texts me or whatever. But,
yeah. No, and so I like technically I have it and I'm in it, but I never see it. I need to actually lock in and like.
Well, dude, I was sitting in line for Mark Hamill, and there was someone that must be going to school for animation or voice acting. That's a voice actor. No one wants this. Like after hearing that, it's like the way that they talk is like the voice actor, and then I'm sure they could do a million impressions of whatever they want to, but it's like that's the type of voice that like does voice acting, and I bet mine will. There's probably something out there at some point, but it's like
good old American boy.
Yeah, that's the story we had to talk about. So we also so we met a lot on auditions, which is actually kind of funny. You weren't in. Were you in 9 to 5?
I wasn't. No.
Okay, then
they hate me over at 9 to 5 casting. I'm fine about that. It's okay.
We'll try. We'll be better next time.
Yeah.
Okay. What about? But so then was the first time. So I saw you in the show.
Yeah.
And
you came to the show, right?
Yeah, your show.
Okay.
Yeah. Sat in. If you're looking out, I was in the left front. Camera. Liv. Someone. Me.
Okay.
Anyway, but then I ran into you again for callbacks for dance for West Side Story.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I think that's probably where we chatted a little bit.
Yeah.
Just talking about stuff. Yeah. Which was the most intense dance audition of my life.
Oh my goodness.
Granted, I've only had one, and it was 9 to 5 before that. But
okay, so
but that was way. I mean, it wasn't a dance. It was a movement call.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Damien went nuts.
Do you know what's funny though? I asked people that actually have done dance auditions for like professional, and they're like, yeah, I'd rate that like a 4 or 5 out of 10 for difficulty, 10 being hard. And I'm like,
I decided I don't want to do musicals anymore.
Yeah, no, so I'm like, all right, cool. But it was so funny because I was like, well, I really can't keep up with all these people. Like just I can't keep up with the dance, not all these people. I'm like, all I know I can do is smile and pretend like I'm having fun. And I was like,
and you know what? You killed that. I remember that. You killed that in that.
I was like, that's like every time I got lost, I would just keep moving, you know. And then as soon as I'd like remember a part, I'd be like, okay, yep, now I'm back in it, you know. And then at the end, I'm like, after you like bombed 75% of it, you're just smiling, moving around. No, but I thought that was fine, but that was fun to. Then all of us guys had to redo it again, and it was like. The girls carried us in like knowing what was coming next. All of us guys, we got up there, we're like, none of us know what the next thing's gonna be.
That was so bad. It was so funny.
Actually, I thought that was a lot of fun because none of us really knew. There was one guy that kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah,
but
Andrew.
All of us were like, no idea. But it was so funny, and you could tell that the director and them were kind of like not smirking, but they were like, yeah, fair enough. That's our guys.
Yep. Best we'll get.
Yeah.
But you're playing riff, right?
Yep. I got.
So you got dancing. You got dancing to do. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited. Yeah. But then we did auditions for A1, which I didn't know that was happening until like like 2 days before.
Yeah. Yep. And that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's you killed it on Oh What a Beautiful
And
Morning.
then we locked it. Were you there for that?
I hear it through the door.
Because you went for. I could barely hear yours for your monologue and stuff. Actually,
I wasn't too loud.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was.
Fair enough.
My song wasn't too. I didn't sing it very well, but it wasn't. It wasn't too.
What was the feedback he gave you, or what did he ask you for to like do stuff again or no?
Yeah, he asked me to. So I just sang the song first. And then he was like, "Do you want to be considered for both programs?" I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "Okay, do you have a monologue?"
Yeah, like that too. Like, you want to? Are you sure about that?
Are you really like you acting? Oof, okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I guess I'll hear it. And then he cut me off mid monologue.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't want to say it anyways."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Do you have anything else in your book, like in your music book?" And I was like, "Yep." And I listed off a couple songs, and he was like, "Cool." Didn't ask me to sing them.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah. And then he was like, "What kind of roles do you like to play?" But did he ask you the same stuff?
What roles did you say you?
He said because he said specifically in musicals. So I said JD from Heathers and Elder Price from Book of Mormon. I went both sides of the spectrum and just kind of called it.
I do it all.
Yeah, I just like doing it. I just like the art, man.
Yeah. I don't prefer, but if you have a gay character, I guess I'll do it. But
you said Damien? I got you. Do not worry.
Yeah, because I was like 2 people after you.
Yeah.
And of course, the person that went before me was like one of the better performers. So I was like, all right, that's fun.
Yep. Nice.
I have nothing to lose now. And so I went in there, and the guy remembered me from my 9 to 5 audition, and
Kevin Stites.
Yeah, and I handed him the book. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got you." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." And then I went to, and then he started ripping. And I'm like, "He's going too fast. It's over. It's over." You know, I was like, "It's over." He wanted to get out of there. It's fine. But anyway, so I sang the song, and then, but I had this whole plan because I was working on it with a professor, and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna like do the monologue. It's gonna go straight into the song, like no split between." Ooh. But then when I got there, everyone's like, "Yeah, no, it's just vocals, and don't even say your song or your name because we're gonna say it for you." And I was like, Cool. Anyway, so I finished the song, and he looks up. He's like, "All right." He's like, "Can I see something different?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Well, because I was like, my other song was Luck Be Lady. It's not that different." So I was like, "I have a monologue. I have a character monologue from Peanut Starcatcher, Black Stash. I can do that for you right now." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." So I got halfway through it. But then he was like chuckling and laughing or whatever. And then he looked up and he's like, You're a good old American boy." I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, yeah, you pegged me. Shit.
Yep.
But it's funny because that's what my voice is. My voice is the golden age of musicals. Like if I'm gonna sing, that's like when baritones were killing it. Because now a lot of contemporary stuff is usually more tenor, and it's high because that's what people want to hear right now, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, so I kind of get priced out, and I can't
if you can't hit
so
A5, you're not, or A4, you're not really not in the show. Every show, I swear, has A's now.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
So now I'm here.
Yeah,
living life, getting ready for this last week of school.
Yeah. But you chose SCAD because of money and location.
Scholarship stuff. And my parents location wise, which I'm very happy with the decision. I don't think I would have wanted to do New York. I did a trip to New York with a buddy of mine because he had family out there, and it was like one of those trips. It was like, could I live here?
Yeah,
because I've been there on school trips, but that's very different.
Yeah,
and I was like just being truly in the city, and I realized I could, but I have no desire. But if I had to because of work or something, I could totally do it. I'd be fine. I wouldn't like collapse, cry, or whatever.
Yeah.
But because like at first I was like, I'm scared of big cities. I don't want to be a big city. I'm a small town. I'm a small country boy, good old American boy, and
little Midwestern American boy.
Yeah. And so it's like, but then I was like, no, I could do city. But then coming to Savannah, I was like, oh no, this is like the perfect city, because now it feels small.
Yeah.
Like it does not feel that big of a city. And granted, I only go to half of the city, but like, yeah, no. So I'm happy with the choice.
Yeah.
Here doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
But
what are you trying to do after post grad?
Work.
Post
No.
grad?
I want to act, but I don't know where yet, because I also want to be close to family, which would be Chicago. That's the biggest market.
Chicago.
Chicago's, but I don't know. I haven't thought that far out in the sense of like, it's not gonna pay. Like, hopefully I get an agent somewhere. Yeah, I'll learn how to do that hopefully here to like nail that stuff down. But I'm not worried about it because I know it's all gonna work out to what it's supposed to be. And I have the MFA because I do have a desire to like teach.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to do that right away.
Yeah.
I think I want to try to be a struggling actor and then be like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. And then hit up all the press, be like, okay, so how did you teach this class? Because I'm going to do exactly what you did because it actually helped me.
That was very helpful.
It was very helpful. And yeah.
I didn't book anything.
I didn't book anything, but I know if I was good, it would have been awesome.
But I knew what I was doing just in general. It would have been great advice.
Yeah. What about you? What's your end goal? Do you want to be on stage or film?
I like stage acting more than film acting.
Yeah.
Granted, I haven't done a whole lot of film acting.
Yeah.
I think but there's no money on stage. Like there's not no money.
Yeah.
But
only at the highest level there is.
Yeah, you have to be booking like Broadway show after. You have to be Jeremy Jordan. You know, you have to be like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just name a bunch of newsies. You know, but Andrew Keenan Bollinger or like.
I got to see Jordan Fisher in Hadestown. I believe that's his name, right?
Ooh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty
That's
good.
so sick.
And it was cool because it was one of those,
sick.
It was that New York trip that I took, but it was one of those things where it's like, I got to actually see like a famous Broadway performer.
Yeah.
That I know because I'm one of those guys that like knows nothing when it comes to like anything arts. And I'm always the one like, yeah. And then like, I have no idea what you just said or who this person is, you know, and I feel bad about it, but also like, that's just not part of my like, who I've been for the last, however many years.
Yeah.
But it was cool to be like, I actually know that guy. That's pretty cool.
That's how I PE every single day.
Oh, I can only imagine.
They drop the craziest musical lore knowledge, and I'm just like, oh, she did that show? No way. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Don't know the show or the person, but I'm like, oh, I know that. Yeah. That's such a great role for her. Just such a.
I bet it empowers her.
Yeah.
And her people.
Yeah. Just. That was just. I know. She really felt that. She really.
Yeah.
It's like. I never knew what they were talking about because I feel like is your family very artsy at all?
No. Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah. My mom does like she draws. She likes to do like drawing and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I didn't grow up doing like thinking about art and like performing and stuff. Like I did sports.
Like I do have to thank my mom because we did watch musicals and like we were cultured that way, but it wasn't like it had been a long time since performing. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that's like in my family that like really liked this too.
Yeah.
And like my dad was worried that he was because his brain like he grew up like get a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Get the pension,
working 9 to 5.
401k, and like get your cul-de-sac, live your happy life, get your weekends off, right? And it's like, and that's safe, like, and that's true. You can do that. But I think I've always liked gambling in the sense of like I'm also at like an age where it's like I got time to burn, you know, and so then it was like I kind of want to do the acting, so it was like kind of convincing him. Yeah, slowly through the process of like undergrad, picking major. And it's like that's why I majored in radio, TV, film, not theater acting, because I could tell him I can do anything in the field of radio, TV, film. Yeah. I can run a radio station or a TV station. You know, it's like I can work my way up and then have the 9 to 5. Like but it's like, but then making the leap here, it's like, nah, I gotta know if I gotta know. I can't be old and not know if I could have been an actor. Yeah. I need to be old and be like, yes, I could never do that. I failed. Or
I tried.
Exactly. Or it's like, yeah, no, I did it, and I'm glad I did because that was a good experience to whatever. But
yeah. No, that's real. Yeah. You like gambling?
No, I don't actually like gambling. I like gambling with my time.
Yeah,
I've kind of been interested.
Talking about
let's
rain bet.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. No. All right. Okay. Before I get you out of here, what's your goals here at SCAD?
I want to book something professional while I'm here. I'm gonna be so honest. I was talking to a different freshman about it.
Yep.
He was like, I want to not graduate college, and I was like, it was like
I can see
I'll book a big enough role I'll book enough that I don't have to finish.
Yeah.
I respect that sentiment. I'm gonna modify it.
Yeah.
And say I want
to graduate.
I want to get my bachelor's.
Yeah.
You know, I want to have my BFA, but I also want to be. I want to either be booking professionally or book professionally. Before I graduate, I think that's a goal, and be paid and like have connection. You know, like have like something.
Yeah.
Somewhat substantial.
Yeah.
By the time I graduate, so I'm not like stepping off into an abyss kind of vibe,
yeah,
you know,
no, that's real.
Just running it, you know, just going for it. You know, you're going for it, but it's like you're going for it smart. You know, I'll have a budget and I'll have money and I'll have saved money and like
I'll only spend 10% of what I earn.
Yeah. Every dollar is actually 10 cents.
And 5 of it gets invested right away.
Yep. All my money is immediately invested. I have zero cash flow.
Yeah, a ton of Van Gogh or whatever Van. What is it? VNG? No. What is it? What's the main one? I don't know.
The Dow.
Are you in big investing guy?
The Dow.
No.
S&P 500.
Yes, thank you.
I got you.
Yeah. But that's where it's called like Van something though.
I
don't know. That's where I got my money. Hopefully that works. But
okay.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well. I'll see you on the stage then.
Yeah. See you in another audition.
Yeah. True, for sure. Yeah, for winter. All right, let's take our GoPro. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of the Jordan Whitrock Show. If you've made it this far, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, all the good stuff, and we will see you next week. Thank you again, Jaden, for coming. Mike, thank you for TDing.
Of course.
And we'll see you later. Peace.